Now, back to Michael Jackson. His brothers and, for the first time, his niece and nephew have a lot to say about their uncle. People often wonder why Michael Jackson seems so naive about his relationship with children. His family says to understand, you have to look back at Michael's childhood idol.
Michael Jackson's brothers say he cannot understand the criticism of his friendships with children. Even as a child, they say, Michael had a personal hero.
He always studied Walt Disney. He loved Walt Disney. He read books on him every day on the road. He worshipped the guy.
Michael Jackson's home, Neverland, became his own fantasy Disneyland with amusement rides and a zoo. This is a man, he was now 45 years old, who obviously enjoys the company of little children more than he enjoys people his own age. But why with kids and not with adults? I'm just trying to ask the question that you know most people are asking.
He loves making people happy. It makes him happy to come back in his own yard and he'll smile on the kid's face.
So I never really did get an answer to that question. And in 1993, Michael's insistence on spending so much time with children turned sour. Although no criminal charges were filed, he was accused in a civil suit of sexually molesting a 13-year-old boy who was staying overnight at Neverland.
Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
The case never went to trial. It was settled out of court for an estimated $20 million. Guys, did you ever say to Michael that even though you felt that what he was doing was totally innocent, that after these charges were made, did you ever say to him, Michael, you know, doesn't look good?
No, you can't. Michael loved kids, you know. So to tell him that he can't have any children, he should be around kids, that's the worst thing to say that to him. My mom told us this a long time ago. She said, one day they're going to pin something on Michael. Something that he loved the most is children. They're going to use that against him. She told me that a long time ago.
The felony complaint is...
Late yesterday, Katherine Jackson's fears for her son came true when Michael was formally charged with 7 counts of child molestation, all stemming from his friendship with one boy.
And 2 counts in violation of Penal Code Section 222 that involves administering an intoxicating liquor to a child for the purpose of committing a felony.
This is how the case against Michael Jackson reportedly began. Last year, Michael allowed British reporter Martin Bashir to follow him for 8 months, providing an unprecedented view into Michael Jackson's life. The film included this scene shot in Michael's kitchen with a 12-year-old boy.
Why can't you share your bed? The most loving thing to do is to share your bed with someone.
How did you react when you saw Michael with this young boy in that documentary?
We felt that it was a wonderful thing. Beautiful thing. He was a child that he was bringing happiness to, and he was giving him an opportunity to enjoy Neverland, and it was nothing. It was just the joy.
But after the documentary was broadcast earlier this year, the Los Angeles Department of Children and Family Services interviewed the boy about Michael's conduct. A leaked internal memo cleared Michael, concluding that allegations of neglect and sexual abuse were unfounded. Nevertheless, the Santa Barbara County Prosecutor's Office launched their own investigation and reached a different conclusion.
An arrest warrant for Mr. Jackson has been issued on multiple counts of child molestation.
Unlike the case from 10 years ago when Michael settled out of court, Jackson's attorney has vowed to fight.
Michael Jackson is going to fight these charges with every fiber of his soul.
So now, whatever happens, Michael's going to fight it, yes?
Yes.
And you guys are going to fight with him?
We're his soldiers and his troops. That's right.
The brothers say this case is about money. They say that Michael was helping to support the alleged victim's family, and when Michael threatened to cut them off, the family retaliated. So your feeling is that Michael stopped making payments, and then the family became angry and made accusations? Is that what you feel?
It's all involved, but the bottom line, it's extortion.
The family of the alleged victim has not asked for money, nor made any public statements concerning the charges. If and when he is cleared, if that happens, would you then say to him, Michael, be careful. Try to have a different kind of life. Don't have these kids sleeping over. Have them for the daytime, but don't have them sleep over. Would you say that?
We would say be careful, but we would say be careful with the people that you are around. The children are innocent. It's not the children.
And he shouldn't stop just because it looks bad?
No, not at all, because see, this world is sick. They're going to make something out of it, whether he stops or whether he continues to be a person that brings joy to children. That's what's been going on.
Jackie, this may be a strange question to ask a man who loves his brother, but how do you know he's innocent?
I know my brother. You know, I'm the oldest brother. I've raised Michael. I've changed his diapers and his love. Michael, he's not that kind of person. He doesn't do that. That's all a lie on him.
Whatever happens, it is speculated that this trial and the publicity surrounding it could ruin Michael Jackson financially. Over the last 20 years, he has amassed a $500 million fortune. But court records reveal that Neverland alone cost about $250,000 a month to maintain. In addition, reports say that Jackson must pay back almost $400 million in loans, or he could lose his biggest asset, the entire publishing catalog of Beatles songs.
And they feel if they take out Michael Jackson, they take out our whole family as well. It's like we worked so hard all these years to make beautiful music in America and around the world. And it seems like in our own country where we live at, the United States, you're not accepted, yeah. But you put a scar on my mom. Yeah, it kills my mother. And she's very young. People don't realize what they're doing.
What has this done to you and your kids, your family, all this stuff that's been said all these years, and especially now?
Well, it kind of hurt the kids a little bit because they go to school. They get teased, they come home crying.
Jackie's children, 27-year-old Siggy, an aspiring rapper, and 21-year-old Brandy, know what it's like to grow up Jackson.
When I was in the 6th grade, people would always tease me or make jokes about my family. It's hard sometimes.
Is what is going on now very painful to you?
It is. It is. It's hurting. You know, the people talk and they don't even know him.
Siggy, you are in the business of rap, yeah?
Yeah.
Do a little rap for us.
I'll tell you like this. To the press and the media, I know we make y'all sick. How my family and my uncles on top pockets are mad thick. Run your mouth all you want. Accusations, they don't stick. And if we wasn't on TV, I tell you to suck my... You know, we can't stop. We the cream of the crop. I'm a lock hip-hop. He's the king of pop. For us to stop, you're going to have to put us in a box. Till then, we hold more paper and gold than Fort Knox. You can't stop the last name. Now think and plot. I am not quiet like my uncle. I definitely am not.
Had we known that the price that we would have to pay for this success, we never would have wanted it.
Really?
Never. We would have stayed in Gary, Indiana in that 2-bedroom house and been happier.
And you feel that your family has paid a terrible
I feel that way.
price, and Michael especially?
Absolutely.
The Jackson family is planning to reunite with him this weekend at Neverland, but Michael will actually be spending Christmas in London. California prosecutors agreed that he could travel because of prior professional commitments. If Jackson is eventually convicted on all 9 counts, he could face more than 20 years in prison. But the Jackson family says they believe that he will be cleared of all of the charges. We'll be right back.
Media.